In these difficult times that we live in, people are doing everything they know how just to survive. Some have even given up because they feel like they've run out of options. Have you ever felt that way? I know I have. But there was something down on the inside of me that says there's got to be more to life than this.
to some major goal you want, or maybe it's one you're already working on and you have experienced a lot of setbacks, a lot of defeats. You've experienced a lot of disappointment. Maybe you've already given up, and maybe you just need a little fire, a little encouragement to get back in the game again. Here's what I want you to look at. There are winners, there are losers, and there are people who have not discovered how to win. And all they need is some coaching. All they need is some help and assistance, just a little support. All they need is some insight or a different strategy, a plan of action to make some adjustments that will open up the key to a whole new future for them, that will give them access to the unlimited power that they have within themselves. That's all that they need. So what I want you to do is think about something you want for you, that's real for you, that's important for you, that will give your life some special meaning and power. And I don't even want you to say, I can do that. I don't want you to assume that. I want you to be able to say something to yourself that will enable you to maintain a level of integrity with yourself. That when you say this, even when you face tremendous setbacks, it will be a benchmark to keep you in the game, to keep you moving forward and experimenting and readjusting your strategy and your plan of action, continuously looking for ways to win. So what is that something? When you got an idea you want to move on, you might not have the money, you might not have the education, you might not have the support or the resources you need. What is that something that can keep us going, that will enable us to act on our dream? What's one of those keys that will begin to help us to discover the secrets to our dream? Here's what I want you to repeat after me, please, with power and conviction. Say, it's possible. That's all I want you to do when you look at your dream. Just say to yourself every day, it's possible. Just say that every day to yourself, it's possible. Because what does that do? See, it begins to change your belief system. See, the way in which we operate, ladies and gentlemen, it's a manifestation of what we believe, what's possible for us. Whatever you've done up to this point, all that it really is a duplication, it's a reproduction of what you believe subconsciously that you deserve and what's possible for your life. Most people operate out of their personal history, out of their memory, things they've done, things they've experienced, things they've seen, things that they have observed. What I'm suggesting that you operate out of a larger vision of yourself. I want you to see yourself doing what you want to do, experiencing what you want to experience, having what you want to have, doing what it is that gives your life some meaning and value. Operate out of your imagination, not your memory. Because whenever you look at where you want to go, I'm wanting to warn you, you will have some conversation back here after you go through the data that you've experienced in life saying you can't do it. And I'm saying that if you know anybody that had some goal, some dream, something they wanted to do, and they did it, then I'm saying that you know in your heart that if someone has done it, then you can do it. It's possible. And that if someone can make their dream become a reality, that it's possible that you can make your dream become reality. And so as you begin to look at where you want to go, beginning to embrace that, it's possible. I'm blessed and highly favored. I've got a lot going for me. I got some good stuff in me. And it's possible that I can bring my greatness out here in the universe.
Ladies and gentlemen, good morning, good morning, good morning, and welcome to the You Can Summit, presented by Les Brown's Guardians of Hope. I am your host, Stephen Anthony King, and I'll be with you today, and I just want you to know that it's really good to see you. And ladies and gentlemen, I am super excited, and you should be as well, because what you will experience today will be life-changing and transformational. And I gotta tell you, ladies and gentlemen, this summit cannot come at a more opportune time. With all the craziness going on in the world, we've got war in Ukraine, we've got gas prices going through the roof, we've got the slap heard around the world. And not to mention, we're still in the midst of a pandemic. But I guarantee you, ladies and gentlemen, that today, for the next few hours, you will have a safe space, a space where you can regroup, reset, and regain a firm grip on that precious word that so often gets buried in the rubble of life's disappointments. The word, ladies and gentlemen, is hope. And the hope that when you tell yourself you can't, hope will tell you you can. The hope that when others tell you you can't, the hope will tell you you can. The hope that when your past memories of disappointment and hurt and heartache convince you that you can't, hope will tell you that you can. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe in divine order. And everyone in attendance here is here for a purpose, and there is a message crafted just for you. So please do me a favor. Don't leave before the miracle. And for those people who right now are listening to the sound of my voice and you don't feel worthy, life has beat you down, I have a special message for you. You know, a couple of days ago, I looked at a video, and it was an older gentleman teaching a class of students. And he took out a $20 bill and he held it up and he asked the students, who wants this $20 bill? And obviously everybody raised their hand. I want it. And he did something odd. He took that $20 bill and he crumpled it up in his hand. And then he asked the students, now, who still wants this $20 bill? And obviously everyone still raised their hand. And then he did something that was even stranger. He took that $20 bill, he threw it on the ground, and he started stomping on it as if he were mushing it in the dirt. He picked it up and he asked the students, now, who still wants this $20 bill? And obviously, all the students raised their hand and said, I do. And the teacher then said to them, I just taught you a valuable lesson. You still wanted this $20 bill because although it was crumpled up and it was beat down and dirty, it still had the value of the $20. And ladies and gentlemen, I'm here to tell you that when life crumples you up, when life kicks dirt on you, you still have your value. And if you still have your value, you still have your worth. And if you still have your worth, then when you think you can, ladies and gentlemen. So sit back, relax, grab a pen and take some notes because you are going to hear from phenomenal speakers today. We have an amazing lineup, the Guardians of Hope, 10 powerful speakers who will share their life experience with you, their strength as they persevere through those experiences, and their hope. And ladies and gentlemen, we've saved the best for last. How can we have the Les Brown Guardians of Hope and not have the godfather of greatness himself? Mr. Les Brown is in the building, ladies and gentlemen, and he will close us out today. So it is a special day, and please stick around because we have a lot more than just speakers for you, okay? After the summit, you will have an opportunity to ask questions with all the panelists. And more important than that, there's a special surprise. There's an online course that will incorporate all the information, all the techniques, all the principles that you will experience in here today. It will be packaged in an online course. 4 modules, 20 courses, videos, interactions, worksheets, the whole nine. We'll put it in the chat so you can have access to it. And also you can go to theguardiansofhope.net and get it. So ladies and gentlemen, we are in store for a phenomenal event. And before we start, I just want to honor our godfather of greatness, our leader, our mentor, Mr. Les Brown. Please, Les, say something to the audience for us.
Well, I'm so very excited about being here today, and I'm excited about what you've put together because I want everybody to write this down. When you think about hope, and it's something very important that people should really begin to focus on. Let's look at that H. Hold on to your faith. That we've gone through stuff and still going through stuff that literally shakes you at the core of your being. And what hope does, it gives you power to hold on to your faith. Hope reminds you that faith not tested cannot be trusted, that the things that you're going through is not to stop you, but it's going to contribute to your growth mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Here's something else that's going on right now in this space where we are that's unlike any other time. Own your life. There are people who have been told you can work from home. Then they said, oh, you can come back. It's safe now. And there are millions of people who've said, no, I don't want to come back there. I'm going to create something else that's for me. These people realize life has no duplicate. You only get one life to live. And they've decided, and this is what this conference is about today, it's about learning how to live your life now, living in the moment and doing the things that you want to do now. Do what you can where you are with what you have and never be satisfied. And the P stands for, and here's how we earn money. We earn money through something that I think that it's a process, and the process of people, of products and projects. People, products, and projects. We've gone from brick and mortar to click and order. And so now the people that can build communities of collaborative, achievement-driven, supported relationships and create products that people need and develop those relationships that allow them to monetize their dream and take their dream to the next level. And the projects that's outside of your comfort zone that stretch you, that challenge you. I mean, you coming together, working to bring this about. Listen, the first time I had an event, I had 3 people. Come on, you got people from around the world. This is an incredible time that we are now living. And here's the other thing. As you look at yourself, look at your goals and dreams, as you listen to each speaker, expand your vision. You don't know what you can't do. Pick up the speed. Live with a sense of urgency. Time has picked up speed. The weeks are going by faster. I'm not making this up. Some of you know this. And so I want you to think as you listen to the speakers at how you can use those tools, those ideas, that new skill set for this new place where we are, so that you can put your success on steroids. Because at the end of the day, you got it like that. You were born for success, but you've been programmed to fail. And this conference, or this time, and each speaker is designed in their presentation to free you up, to get out of your head and into your greatness. I'm through speaking.
Well, thank you, Les. You took us back, right? I got it like that. Thank you so much, Godfather of Greatness. We love you and we honor you. And now, ladies and gentlemen, get ready because we are about to start. The first speaker that we're bringing to the stage is Dr. LaVerneAdams, executive coach and author who's passionate about helping others to improve the quality of themselves. And she has spent a lifetime serving others as a community leader, executive director, pastor, and professor. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Dr. LaVerneAdams.
Thanks, Steve. Ladies and gentlemen, have you ever struggled with making a dream in your life become a reality? Like wondering where you're going to find the money to put a down payment on a house? Or sending out dozens of resumes to find a new job and not get one response? Or how about wondering where you're going to find the time to go back to school? I know about all of these struggles because I've struggled after a devastating divorce that ended a 25-year marriage, losing absolutely everything that I held near and dear, even experiencing homelessness and poverty as a result. I know what it feels like to struggle, but it was in my struggle that I asked God to help me get my life back. And God spoke to me, and the revelation I got was to research the greats and to see what they had done when they lost their fortunes and got it back. And I was able to compile several success strategies And those success strategies became my roadmap to make my dream possible. And after years of experience, trial and error, I was so excited about the results. I put it in a book, and I called that book Destination Transformation, Your Navigational Roadmap to a Totally Fulfilling, Pretty Amazing, Completely Rewarding Dream Life. Now, I know that might sound too good to be true, but after all the hell I've been through, I'm living my dream right now. And I want to share some of these success secrets with you in the form of navigational directions. And so get a pen and a paper, because you definitely want to write this down, because this could very well transform your life. The first navigational direction I want to give you is to get on the road to review your life. Too often than not, we just keep going and we don't take time to stop and take stock of where we are, how we got there, and why we're not in the location we want to be. Well, we need to stop and we need to review our lives. And in those reviews, we might be able to discover some recurring themes that keep happening over and over and over again. And it's like you keep picking the same character with a different name and face. Or you continue to have financial problems no matter how much money you have. Or workplace drama follows you everywhere you go. These are recurring themes. And if you've ever had to say, why does this keep happening to me? It's because, ladies and gentlemen, you are the most common denominator in every one of those scenarios. And only you have the power to change the outcome and get the results that you want to see. The next navigational direction I want to give you is to get on the road to your rediscovery. When we were young, our imaginations were uninhibited, and we read the comic books and we saw the cartoons, and we believed we could fly until somebody told us, you can't. And that you can't permeated every area of our lives, because it was probably by somebody who we thought cared about us. And it put us in a box to where we didn't think we could do anything. But I'm here to tell you today, take the opportunity to rediscover what makes your heart sing. And don't let anybody take that away from you. Because when you try to live somebody else's dream, it's like wearing a shoe 2 sizes too small. So rediscover your dream and let that passion drive you where you want to go. And the last navigational direction I want to give you is to get on the road to a revelation. Now, I know that might sound complicated or even mysterious, but really all it means is that you get your life's GPS system to position you in a place that you are near people who can give you wise counsel. Because at the end of the day, there are so many things that you don't know that you need to be able to hear it. And people like pastors or mentors or counselors or coaches that can speak well into your life and see some things that you might not even be able to see for yourself. And I know this to be true because when I went through the deepest, darkest part of my life, I was watching a program just like the one you're watching right now. And the person on the other side of the screen was saying things to me. I felt like he was talking directly to me. And he was saying things to let me know that more was possible for my life. And so I want to give you a revelation. And that is, stop chasing your dreams. Now, I know that might sound counter to anything that you've heard before, but hear me out. Chasing puts you in a very vulnerable position. And the old wives' tale says, anything you got to chase don't want to be caught. So put yourself in a position of putting yourself in a position of chasing. It's also exhausting. And that's why you're so tired. My suggestion is you take all that energy and you put it in developing yourself, strengthening yourself, growing yourself, so that you're not just chasing the dream, but that the dream chases you. And I know this to be true in my own personal life, because when I was really having a tough time, I was looking for jobs, looking for people to help and support me, and got nowhere with it. And I was trying so hard to please everybody, make everybody happy, thinking that would get me where I wanted to be. And then I realized, you know what? I'm gonna bet on me. I'm going to invest in me. I'm going to develop me. And it wasn't long before after that, that I started to see the job was calling me. The opportunities and the work, they were coming to me. So I know it's possible. And I know that you can get that job, and you can get that house, and you can go back to school. All you got to do is work on you. I'm Dr. LaVerneAdams, your executive coach, and it is my absolute privilege to be one of Les Brown's guardians of hope.
That was amazing, Dr. LaVerne. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I want you folks to put some fires in the chat, because she really dropped some jewels for you folks today. Work on you. 3 simple words that are so powerful. And you're absolutely right, Dr. LaVerne. When we work on ourselves, the dreams start to chase us. We actually start creating the dreams. It is so amazing. Work on you. Personal development, ladies and gentlemen. Personal development. It's not the things in life that cause the issues. It's how we react or respond to them. And if we learn how to respond instead of react through that personal development, we can't go wrong. So thank you so much, Dr. LaVerneAdams, ladies and gentlemen.
My pleasure.
Dr. LaVerneAdams.